Are you a part of the hustle culture that had a great job, you quit your job, and then now you struggling because you are only relying on your side hustle that's just not making any money? This video is for you. By the end of the video, I'm going to show you how to reconnect with the skill set that you had and help you land a stable income with your job and your skill set, and then you can supplement with your side hustle. If that resonates with you, that's what you're going to learn in this video. Let's get into it. All right, so I took some notes here for you, just so I can stay on task and not be all over the place. And so, the first thing I need to talk about, well, before I get into it, so I had a business coach that they made multiple six figures a month. And the one thing that they said, Ken, don't you ever quit your job until your side hustle exceeds your job. Prior to that, I like that. I didn't understand how. I didn't really know how to take that, but they gave me the context, and what I realized was, which is going to lead into number one, is the downside of solely relying on a side hustle. One is unpredictable income. And so there's a lot of inconsistency with your earning. There's late payments. You end up getting poor credit. And then you're just extremely stressed out. And not to mention, if you have a family, it can be potentially irresponsible to quit your job, focus on your side hustle, and then potentially your family, your wife, and your kids. You know, if you have kids, are impacted, and it's kind of selfish, to be honest with you. When you have responsibilities, there's a way to approach it, and sometimes you need to understand what season you're in, and you need to be strategic on the decision that you make because it's not just you. Number two, now I'm going to talk about the benefits of a stable job. And I get it, you know, the hustle culture and all that good stuff, and jobs is for suckers, 9 to 5, you a slave. I get it. I get it. I hear you. I get it. It sounds good in theory. Uh, but depending on where you are, there are benefits to a stable job, and having the right mindset and um, while you're on that job is really important as well, because one, uh, you can get consistent pay, you have consistent paycheck, and so there's reliable income every month. Um, you have benefits and health insurance, because that's the other thing too. If you have a family, and they don't have health insurance, you don't have health insurance, they don't have health insurance. That's almost a recipe for a disaster, because those healthcare costs can start to skyrocket if you need surgery. Things come up, you know, it can get pretty interesting, and then you can find yourself deep in the negative. I'm not trying to scare you, but we have to talk about all the things, and you cannot allow social media to trick you out your bag when you were making good money, and have you thinking all negative about your job now. Hey, the job has its place, and the other part, the other benefit is there's opportunities for career growth. And if you're not necessarily interested in like the promotions, things of that nature, you should always, well, I mean, there's probably like with the growth mindset, you're always looking to level up. But the one thing that also at your job, it can help you with developing skills that will transfer over to your side hustle. And so you're getting paid to learn new skills. So it's all about your mindset and how you're framing things as well. Don't get caught up in all that conversation is about, you're a slave if you have a job. I hear it, but it sounds good, and that person's not going to be paying your bills if you're currently struggling in your side hustle. I'm not knocking the side hustle. I'm all about it. Three, which is the last point. You got to balance your job and your side hustle. And the thing I'm going to tell you is you need to set priorities. And guess what your priority is? Obviously, your family, if you're a family man or, a family woman. But after that part, your job comes first. You have to maintain your stream, that one stream of income, and it's because you're going to need that stream of income one, you have the consistency, but then you will have a budget in place, and then a line item for your budget is to help fund your side hustle. So the next point is you want to schedule wisely. You want to dedicate specific hours to your side hustle, and so schedule it out. I mean, you're gonna be you're gonna be working. So it's not like you have a job because you need to give the job their time. You can don't be stealing time. Then you're gonna be scheduling time out for your side hustle. So you're gonna be focused. You're not gonna have all this time to be watching. I know this is YouTube, but make sure you're watching meaningful content that's going in the direction that you want to go in, that's supporting that, that's feeding you, and that's just good for the soul, and just things that you're going to be able to implement, or even if it's just friendly reminders. And last, you want to avoid the burnout. So make sure you strategically have time to recharge, whether it be going to the park, whether it be working out, whether it be family time. You can do it all strategically. Now there may be seasons where, as long as you have that family time in place, or that time for yourself where you're working out, because you have to be here in order to work that job and work that side hustle. So I'm not saying work 24/7, but you're gonna probably be pretty close. Like after you get your sleep, uh, a little bit of self-care, some self-care, but you're gonna have to get after it. If this the path that you're looking to go down. So don't be mistaken. And so you got to understand, am I really built like that? And only one person can answer that question, and that question is you. If you found this video helpful, if you want to land a stable job, or maybe you quit your job and now you're looking to reestablish yourself, book a coaching call. The link is going to be pinned. The link to the coaching call to reach me is going to be pinned to the top of the chat. You're going to probably also see it in the job description. So click it, book it. This is what I do. I can add value to what you're doing. I'm not going to guarantee you your job, because I don't know what work you're going to put in, but in terms of the strategies on how to get there, I can absolutely help you with that. Until the next video, peace.